Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Christmas has came early for Phillies fans. It's going to be Jesus Luzardo heading to Philly from Miami. It was for two minor leaguers, Starling Caba and Ryan Boyd. They also got a minor league catcher, Paul McIntosh from the Marlins. Luzardo's obviously coming off of a down year last year where he was banged up, but in 2023 he was really solid. Blake, what was your initial reaction to Jesus Luzardo going to the Phillies for one, but two, the Marlins giving Luzardo to a division rival?
Yeah, it's you don't see division rival trades much anymore, but I mean, if you're the Marlins, you try and just trade Luzardo for the best package that you can get, right? Obviously, like you said, down year, I wouldn't really read much into that to be honest. He only had 66 innings pitched. Year before that, he had ERA in the mid threes. I'm pretty sure he was nails last year, and this is a very good rotation. I mean, it's a rotation that is very good. Eat a lot of innings, and you now have a top three of Wheeler, Nola, Luzardo. It's a lot of lefties. It's a lot of lefties, which is interesting. But they add Romano to the bullpen too there, and yeah, this is one of the best rotations in baseball. And they're definitely going to be dangerous. It's going to be interesting to see kind of where the next domino falls with this club offensively. They've been trying to move guys like Castellanos, and yeah, I think this is a great move for the Phillies.
Yeah, the payroll is obviously high. We'll go take a look at that for a second. Luzardo, though, he was a top pitcher in the league,
Yep.
in 2023. So we'll see in 2024. It's good that he's already familiar with the division.
Hmm.
I think him having some stability around him as well before we look at this payroll, with Wheeler, with Nola, all the pressure's kind of gone.
Oh yeah,
Those
he
guys are going to
doesn't
be
need to
the
be a guy.
horses.
Yeah.
You just have to be yourself, and eat up some innings and potentially be the three in that rotation. But yeah,
Mhm.
like you mentioned, Castellanos is owed 20 million for the next 2 years. Um, they're locked up right here. I mean, Turner, Harper, Nola, and Wheeler, at least past 27. So it's they have a lot of money tied up. They do, and with Nick Castellanos potentially getting moved, that's rumored. Kyle Schwarber's coming off the books next year. I know they love him. He's only 31.
Yep.
Feels like he's been in the league forever, but he's only 31 still. He's going to be around for a long time.
Yep.
And that's a guy that, has been an anchor for them in their lineup. So yeah, Castellanos kind of seems like the odd man out
Well,
right
and
now.
they just added Kepler on a 1 year deal too. So that kind of makes it even more of a Castellanos is looking like the odd man out. But how much is he projected to make? $6 million the next. He's got another year too of control. So,
Yeah.
if there is a guy to move though, maybe you try and eat some money. Maybe trade a Taiwan Walker is making 18 million for this year and next. I mean that contract's gonna be pretty hard to move probably, but yeah, they're gonna have to reallocate some money. Yeah, they're already at 304. Payroll's pretty high right now, so I'm gonna have to reallocate some of that cash somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, this is a team that it's felt like the window's been open for a couple of seasons. Obviously, they lost in the World Series to the Astros a couple of years back,
Mhm.
but that these are going to be aging contracts at some point. Obviously, I mean, they still got Nola, it's 32, Harper's 32, Turner's about to be 32.
Mhm.
So there's some time. We're in the prime right now.
Yep,
But once we get to like 2028,
it's
we might
closing.
be viewing this. Yeah, we might be viewing this club in a different light if they haven't won a World Series yet, because they're spending a lot of money. They're getting hit with those penalties with the luxury tax,
Yep.
and that's just not sustainable. I mean, it's just not. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with their roster in the upcoming years.
Yep.
For this year in particular, I think the bullpen is where they can kind of shore up right now.
Yep.
Like you said, they did get Romano. They do have Strom.
Hmm.
Kirkring has been good in the past. Alvarado's been good in the past.
Hmm.
But this bottom half, I mean, right now they have Taiwan Walker in the bullpen. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you would suspect either they're going to try to trade Taiwan Walker and eat some cash,
Hmm.
or even though Ranger Suarez is coming off a really good year, he's a free agent in a year. Maybe
Yeah,
that's the guy that they
that's
try
a
to
good
flip
point.
for some young depth or for a bat. I
Yeah.
mean, if you did Castellanos and Ranger Suarez,
Yeah.
for some other type of depth,
Yep.
I don't know, could make sense. But yeah, you got anything else on these guys?
No, there's a lot to like about the Phillies. Obviously, they're in World Series or bust mode, to be honest. So, yeah, they're not running out of time, but the ticker is definitely starting for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's down the road.
Yeah,
It's down the road. I mean, offensively, this team didn't do as well as they did in 23 before.
yeah,
Look, I mean, you
yeah,
had 20 homers, 20 homers, 20 homers, 20, 20, 20, 47, and then last year,
yeah,
you know, you have the 38, 21, 30, 20, and then look at the bottom half,
yeah,
right? So, the power numbers do have to go back up. We'll
yeah,
see what happens, but on paper, of course, you love this team. It's
yep,
just that they're very interesting for the long haul. So,
yep,
all right, well, that's gonna do it for this one. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. As always, we appreciate you guys for listening and watching. We'll see you on the next one. Later.